This is the plaintiff, Lori Jacksuski. She says the defendant sold her a death-trap Nissan Pathfinder, and if she continues driving it, it'll kill her. The thing's been in 6 accidents. It had a stolen inspection sticker on it, and she wants her hard-earned money back, so she's suing for $1,940, the amount she's owed. This is the defendant, Ray Nieves. He says he tried to help his customer out the best he could, even gave her a $1,000 refund after she'd been driving the truck for 2 months. He even took the truck back. She signed the title back over to him, and now she wants more money out of him? Come on! He's accused of selling a Dud-Spud. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $700 for 2 broken windows.
All parties, please raise your right hands. You seated? Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay, Lori Jacksuski?
Yes,
You
ma'am.
are suing Stingray's Automotive Services, represented here by Mr. Nieves. You're the owner?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, for $1,940 that you say they still owe you because they sold you a lemon. Go ahead.
Yes, I know Mr. Gonzalez from, he used to come to my house and help me fix my auto every time there was a problem. So we built a relationship. I've trusted him with everything with my father's van. My father had passed away and left me his van. I made a promise never to get rid of it.
Never?
Never to get rid of it. I made a promise.
Never?
Okay.
I mean, as long as you live? Like, that was kind of a weird promise, but I mean, I'd make it too. I might not feel compelled to keep it. But
Yeah, well, the van...
the van was very important to him.
It was very important to him. And the van meant a lot to him.
What is the van?
The van was a 1997 Safari GMC.
Okay.
The van meant a lot to my dad. On his deathbed, he gave me the keys and the registration.
Okay.
Okay, long story short, 4th of July came around, and I was coming back from the beach. The van started smoking, and I smelled a lot of rubber. I pulled over. I was told to leave it in a gas station in Howard Beach and call my mechanic tomorrow. That's when I called Mr. Gonzalez to come look at the van.
He looks at it and he tells you...
He looks at it. He never started the van up. He told me the car needs to be junked. We're going to get it over, and I have another Pathfinder right outside the auto.
But why would you listen to him on this issue if the van was so important to you and you made a promise on your
Because he was
deathbed?
my mechanic all along on the van, and I figured he just
Wow, the promise didn't last very long.
Well, he had just...
Geez, how long before that had your father passed away?
My father had passed away 2 years ago.
Okay. So, so without starting it, he decides it's junk, and you okay that? You don't make him start it?
No, Your Honor. We made a decision to get back to the AutoZone, and let's look at it from there, because we were on other people's property. We were not supposed to be there.
What's the AutoZone? His place?
Mr. Gonzalez works outside AutoZone, which is a store that people go to buy auto parts.
Right.
He works outside out of a school bus, and he fixes cars. When people come out, he goes up to them and asks them, do you need help? Or they, you know.
What a great idea. Is that true? Is that how you do it?
It's a registered corporation.
Right, it's
Mobile
awesome.
service.
No, I'm not being sarcastic. I think it's the most awesome thing I've ever heard. Really, because a lot of the people, because if the person goes to the auto place, they're trying to figure out how they're going to fix it. They might fix it themselves. And if someone walks right up to them at that moment, when they're down, like, boy, am I an idiot, I'm not going to be able to fix this, and then says to them, I'll fix it for you for X, that's brilliant.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay,
Yes.
go on.
Okay, so we brought it back to the, we came back to the AutoZone, and he had a Pathfinder. In the window, it said, for sale, $2,800. We made a deal. I will give him my father's van. He called and said to me, they're going to junk it for $200. I'll put $300 credit towards the van. I went with my sister, I have here as a witness, to get the money from the bank. We gave him the $2,500. He wanted only cash.
You didn't test drive it?
I did test drive it, yes, I did.
Did you take it to a mechanic to take a look at it to see?
Yes, I did.
Oh, yeah, after you bought it, though.
Yeah.
Right. Did you take it to a mechanic before you bought it?
He was the mechanic, Your Honor.
Yes, I understand, but he's also the guy trying to offload the item on you.
At that time, I didn't know that because I had a very good relationship with him, and I had trusted him.
Well, okay.
I had trusted him with everything.
Right, but if you had been thinking...
Yes.
Maybe it would be a good idea to have an independent person take a look at it.
Right.
So you didn't do that. So you bought it?
I bought the car.
Okay.
A week later, the lights kept coming on, and I kept taking it back, and they were trying to help me. They changed 3 belts. It was $140, okay? And then I would come back, and they would change another thing. Okay, I took it to another mechanic, and they put it up on a lift, and I was told that the car was very dangerous to drive. To bring it back to the gentleman I bought it, I did. He told me he will not give me any money back. He showed me his identification.
How many miles are on this car?
123,000, Your Honor.
Okay, go on.
He showed me identification out of his pocket that he's a police officer or his father is a detective. Okay?
Wait, what did the identification say? That
They were
he's-
3 badges that he had. He showed them on 2 occasions. He showed me his identification. I had discussed it with,
Wait, but why is he showing it to you?
I guess to frighten me, Your Honor, or scare
But what did he
me.
say when he showed it to you?
He said that because I had been talking to people about this case, that bring them around, I'm a detective, I'll take care of it. Okay? A friend of mine got wind of this, and at that night, at 9 o'clock at night, my 84-year-old mother received a knock on the door. It was 7 police officers and a sergeant asking me about what he did about showing identification, asking me his name, asking me a lot of things about this case, okay? They came to my house, they spoke to me and told me, you need to go and take this to the civil matter, and I did, and that's why I'm here.
So you're suing him for the $1,500 balance. What does that mean?
That means, okay, after that happened, the police came, I called him and I told him, Ray, I really need my money back. He said, look, come around now, bring the title, I'll give you $500. I said, that's only a little bit of money, I need more, I have to pay my mother back. My mother paid for this car. And he wouldn't do it.
How long had you been driving the car at that point?
A week or 2, the most.
A week or 2. When
Yes.
did you buy the car?
On July 14th.
So you bring the car into him.
He called back and he said, okay, I'm going to give you $700. I said, Ray, that's not enough. He said, look, $1,000, meet me with the title. I flew over there.
Did you sign anything?
No,
Did you sign anything? Did she sign
I have a
anything?
document she signed.
I
I
never
see it?
signed anything.
I also have a copy of the title with
Can
her
I see?
signatures.
Do you have your license on you, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Let me
The
see it.
document she signed.
And anything else with your signature that's
The
on you?
title, copy, and she signed it.
Can
all
I
together.
approach?
No, my bailiff will
Okay.
bring it to me. Give me 1 second. Where's the original? This is a photocopy. Where's the original?
Oh, that I have in the house.
Why would you bring to court a copy rather than an original for me to be able to
I
look
did
at?
it on a notebook, and the paper, when I ripped it out, it sort of ripped. So I had to make a copy.
Yeah, don't do that. You bring originals to court. And if you want to bring a copy because you think it looks prettier, have the original in your file. Because
Okay.
I like looking at originals. I can see things better on an original.
Okay, I'm
And that's what's required in court are originals.
All right.
Do you have any other document with your signature on it?
I'll check, Your Honor. No, that's it, Your Honor. Sorry. If you'd like, I can sign for you now.
No. That wouldn't do any good. What I
Okay.
want always is when no one's looking. And frankly, it looks like your signature. And also, he doesn't strike me as the kind of guy who wouldn't have you sign something before he gives you $1,000.
And another thing, too, she said she purchased the vehicle July 14. That's a lie, because if you look at the title, the date they issued that title's July 18. It takes a month for you to get a title.
It would take a little longer than that. So your
that-
point is that she was
I
driving
sold
the
it to her
vehicle.
June
Your
something.
point is that she was driving the vehicle longer.
Up and down, going to the beach every day, coming by.
Okay,
Oh, I'm
and-
happy. You both sold me a nice car. I love the air conditioning. Not only that, she comes one day that somebody rear-ended her and took off. She comes hysterically. I came and I fixed it. I pulled out the dent. I didn't even charge her. So
Okay.
I went above and beyond the call of duty to help her. And then for her to, come out with this, I also have a Carfax from the same vehicle that was deemed unsafe. If you notice, it passed safety inspection since Maryland, since the car was born.
Born. Okay.
Yes.
Well, the document that you claim not to have signed that looks to have your signature says, to whom it may concern,
It is her signature.
the vehicle was returned because false reasons, mechanically speaking. I don't even know what that means. What did you mean to say by that?
Well, she kept saying, if she's driving and she hears a little squeak, I tell her, bring it back. The belt was making noise, bring it back. We put new belts on, fix that, come back. Every 2 days, coming back with different problems. I'm like, yeah, not again. So she comes by.
But those aren't false reasons.
My ears were bleeding after that. I said, you know what, just bring me the truck. I'll give you $1,000, and you be glad
And
that
you
you get
settled
that.
it. So according to you, then, it says the sum, $1,000, is being returned for the vehicle in question. Once the money's given to Lori,
Done
it's a
deal.
final deal.
Right.
Case closed. The subject is told not
to contact
us for any other reasons whatsoever.
Right.
Right.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So she takes the Pathfinder, buys it, doesn't take it to a mechanic, and she doesn't like it. Does she lose?
Well, yeah, I mean, she already knows it's not a good car now. She should check with the mechanic in the first place.
Well, she says she didn't know it wasn't a good car.
She should have checked before she made the deal.
So tough luck.
Yeah.
Okay?
I don't know what kind of car you can get for $2,800.
Not a good one, right?
Yeah.
Not a good one. Going inside the courtroom.
I never signed any documentation because...
Why would the guy give you $1,000 if he's not trying to get rid of you? That's called a settlement.
He gave me the $1,000 because he was scared because I told him the police were at my door,
I'm
which
not
they
scared.
were.
He doesn't look, see, he's not even scared of me.
I have a Carfax here, Your Honor, that says everything about what was wrong with that car.
Yeah, but here's what you don't understand. I don't care what's wrong with the car.
Okay.
And let me tell you why I don't care. You did not buy a new car at a dealership with a warranty. You bought a car that has over 100,000 miles. That's why I asked that question.
Yes.
Which does, and the state of New York does not require that he give you any warranty, even if he's a car dealer. Okay? So you need to understand that it's buyer beware in the used car purchase department in your state. Okay? That means you better have a mechanic look at it beforehand, because if you buy it, it's an as-is sale. And that means you inherit the problems, not the other guy. Now, I don't even have that in here, because what I have is something worse than that. It's you want to return it, and he's sick of hearing from you, so he's willing to pay $1,000 and take the car back and just leave him alone. And according to him, he gets you to sign something that says that. And according to you, I never signed it.
May I see
But I
that
have a question
signature,
for
Your
you. Just a
Honor?
moment, ma'am. I have a question for you.
Okay.
You say he wanted me to sign a piece of paper saying I agreed to it, but I wouldn't sign it.
I never signed any
So
paper.
if the guy, so now I know from your own lips that the guy wants you signing a piece of paper. Why would this man release $1,000 without you signing the piece of paper?
Because when I was sitting in the car, Your Honor, he asked me how to spell my name, and I spelled it L-O-R-I.
Why would this man release $1,000 if he walks in there with a paper for you to sign without you signing? You're a liar. You signed the paper. And then you turn around and then she calls you when to say, I want more money.
I have pictures here, right? She came back trying to get $1,500 more from me.
What did she say to you?
She said, oh, we gotta talk. My mom is about to throw me out of the house because she needs the rest of the money. So I told Laura, you already signed the paper. I gave you $1,000. So at that point, I told her, you know what? I'll see you in court. 2 days later, I have a picture of another Pathfinder that I had, which she wanted. I couldn't give her that one because I gave my wife the title. She misplaced it. It's just like the black one I gave her, but green. 2 days later, I got broken windows on the car. Pictures right here. I don't have no problems with nobody else. She's the only one basically that threatened me. She says, whatever happens is not my doing. Okay, so I have pictures here.
Did you call the police?
No, I didn't, because you know what? I leave it in God's hands. Karma is a funny thing, all right? I have pictures here of the Pathfinder, the black one when I purchased. It had a ride-out fender. If you see right here, we replaced the fender, painted the whole front. This is the before and after.
This is her Pathfinder, or
The
this is her
Pathfinder,
car?
the one that she returned, yes.
Okay. Did you break his windows? He's got a counterclaim against you for $700.
No, I never
for
broke his windows. I would never do anything like
Not
that.
her boyfriend Mario.
I don't have a
Did your
boyfriend.
boyfriend
No,
Mario
really,
break?
I don't
really?
have a boyfriend,
Okay, yeah.
Mario.
Yeah.
No, Your Honor.
Yeah,
I would never
okay.
do anything like that.
Really?
And number two,
Because I feel like you're lying about having signed the release and then now not wanting to be bound by it. So
another
don't
thing I
know.
need to say is about the inspection sticker.
Oh, you don't want to talk about this anymore?
I do want to
It
talk
makes you
about-
nervous?
No,
We're done. We're
no,
done.
no, Your
We're
Honor.
done. We're done. We're done. It's a court in satisfaction. See, here's the thing. The courts want to encourage people to solve their own problems. So when two people strike a new contract, which is what a settlement is, outside of court, they say, you know what, let's end this. You give me $1,000, I'll give you the car back, I'll sign the title over to you, and we're done. Even if you didn't sign this document, you signed the title over and gave him the car, he gave you $1,000. Even if he didn't have the perspicacity to get you to sign the document, it would still be an accord in satisfaction. But just so that you and I both know, because it's important to me, I know you're a liar and I know you signed the document, okay? Because when somebody gives you the $1,000 and you give him the car and the title, that is a new contract. That's the one that's in effect now, and that's the one that I am going to honor. That contract says you will give me $1,000, and in return, I'm going to give you a car and a title. And that means it's over. It's really over. Not, and you get to sue. Now I got his $1,000, I got rid of the car, and I get to sue for the rest. No, that is not what it means. Verdict for the defendant. On the windows, as you well know, you would have to be able to have proof that she broke them.
Well,
Does it
so,
look
but
a
you know
little
what?
fishy?
That's a God up there. It's okay. I'll leave
We're
it up
gonna
to
leave
God.
that to the higher authority.
When she
Good
breaks
luck,
down.
folks.
So the plaintiff loses kind of big time here in the People's Court. I'm interested to know how you feel about the judge calling you a liar, not
Okay.
believing you at all.
Yes, I understand that. The truth of the matter is that I never lied about anything. I never broke any windows. I was sold a car that was deemed dangerous to my health.
You didn't sign that document
No,
she
I
was
did
talking
not.
about?
I wanted to see the document, but I never got to see
Well,
it.
the judge certainly didn't believe you. Did you learn anything about buying a used car?
Oh, yes, I did.
123,000 miles?
Yes, I did.
Not a stupid thing to do?
I learned, number one,
Yeah?
to do a Carfax.
Yeah.
Number two, take it to a quality mechanic like
Okay.
Atlantic AutoZone, which I purchased my new car from.
And you're happy?
And I'm very happy with that.
Okay,
I just hope that society, he doesn't rip anybody else off. He might have ripped me off, but I've learned from it.
All right. Well, the judge wouldn't agree with you there.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Sorry, interesting morning in court. Now, here comes Mr. Nieves. You really work out of a school bus?
It's a mobile shop. We're trying something new to.
Is it an old school bus, though?
Yes, it's a retired school bus.
How
It's
about that?
equipped with a compressor generator. It's a shop on wheels.
The other question. You satisfied? You happy?
Oh, absolutely.
At least you won the case. Okay.
Absolutely.
Good for
I'm
you.
happy.
All right. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right.
All right. Harvey?
Doug, here's the tip. If you want to buy a used car, always take it to a mechanic. And if they charge you, what you should do is say to the seller, look, if I buy the car, you pay for that mechanic. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.